everyone, welcome back to my channel Tutelage, a guide to learner. Here, this is Sriparna. Hope all of you are doing good. In my last two sessions, we had discussed few topics on Indian economy, and we all know that Indian economy is one of the most interesting topic or part of economics. So today I am thinking about some different type of session that is basically related to the question answer session, and we are going to start another session on Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board. Basically, at present, I stay at Bangalore, so that's why I am starting my new journey with the Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board, and it is commonly called as KSEEB. This is basically a state board, and like any other board, in this board, there are two board examination mainly. So first one is SSLC and second one is PUC. So at first we have to know what do you mean by a PUC. So basically PUC refers to the pre-university course. This is a 2-year course under the 10+2 education system after class 10, and commonly it refers to the class 11 and class 12. So we all know all type of solved question paper of any subjects or the previous paper of the CBSE and ICSE board are easily available on YouTube, but model paper of the state board are not seen very much on YouTube according to my knowledge. So today we are talking about very introductory some question on economics of the first PUC or class 11. So today we are going to start a new session with first PUC long type questions. Okay, so let's start the session. So today we are going to start a new session with first PUC long type questions on economics. So let's start the session. So here this is the first question, and this is very common question of economics. So distinguish between quantitative and qualitative data and give some examples of both. Okay, so at first we have to discuss what do you mean by a quantitative data. So quantitative data is referred to as data measured with the help of the numerical facts or terms. So basically quantitative data indicates the numerical data, numerical facts. Okay, for example, daily temperature, weights of the individuals like 58, 68, which indicates the numerical number. So all are the examples of the uh, quantitative data, and quantitative values basically can be expressed numerically. I think this is very easy and this is clear also. So now move on the second thing, this is the qualitative data. Okay, this is the definition of the qualitative data. So, qualitative data is measured with the help of the attributes or the character. Okay, so it is the data which cannot be measured with the help of the numerical values. That is the basic differences between the quantitative and the qualitative data. So now going to the examples for attitudes of pupil, attitudes, behavior. So doesn't cannot be, so attitude of the individuals cannot be measured with the help of the numerical values or numerical terms. So that's why attitudes, behavior, mentality, intelligence, all are the examples of the qualitative data. So I think this is clear. So if you have any doubts, so please go and check my previous sessions. We have already discussed briefly. This is the basic differences between the quantitative data and the qualitative data. Okay, so if you have any doubts, so please go and check my previous session. We have already discussed uh, briefly what is qualitative and what is quantitative data. Okay, and please go and check my description box and my first comment where the previous session uh, all previous sessions link is in my So this is the basic differences between the qualitative and quantitative data. I think this is clear. Learner, so if you have any doubt, please do comment in the comment section. And if you have missed my previous sessions, which we have discussed, we have explained briefly the statistics portion, the qualitative data, what is a quantitative data. So please go and check, and all previous sessions link is in my description box and my first comment. So please go and check once. Okay. So now going to the second question. So what are your reasons for studying statistics? Okay. So now going to the answer of this question. So here this is the answer of the previously said question. So statistics is basically a wide used in modern times nowadays. Statistics is useful to bankers, to the workers, laborers, trade insurance companies, auditors, social workers, politics, etc. So that's why statistics is useful to every sector. So and now going to the uses of statistics. So why the statistics is so much useful to the politicians. So the politicians and their supporters are immensely interested in knowing their prospects of winning election. So it statistics basically helps them to know the percentage of vote my candidate will receive in the election can be worked out. So that's why statistics is very much useful to the politicians, to the political sector. So now going to the next one. So here we can see statistics is also very much useful to the insurance companies, trade insurance, etc. So it is also very useful to insurance company because its rates, insurance companies rates are determined with the help of the mortality tables, which are based in the mortality experience statistics. So that's why it is very useful to insurance companies, trade insurance, trade companies, etc. And now going to the third point, statistics is useful to the economics or the economical sector. So it serves as a raw materials to the economist in making certain economic laws. So without statistics, economics is impossible. So that's why statistics and economics is uh, very much related to each other. So statistics is that's why statistics is very useful, very important to the economics or economical sector. So now going to the next use of the statistics, useful to the finance minister also. So obviously finance minister is responsible for preparing the annual budget of the country. So without statistics it is impossible. So that's why statistics is useful to the financial minister, to the work of the financial minister. Okay, so now move on the next slide. So here we can see statistics is useful to the bankers. So why the statistics is helpful to this sector? So statistics basically helps in the banking industry, the bankers. So every bank has a statistical department. So this department helps the banks to make it own policy. So each and every bank has own financial policy, own statistical policy. So which is basically created by the statistical department. So that's why statistical departments or the statistics is very much related to the banking sector. And now going to the next one, statistics is necessary for the efficient businessman to have the full knowledge of the factors which influence his business decision. So without statistics, banking sector, businessman, business policy, the working of the financial minister, and the insurance company, the rates of the fixed rates of the insurance company, the economical sector, all are impossible. So obviously statistics is very very useful thing to uh, every sector. Okay, so now going to the third question. So give the limitations of the third question is give the limitations of the statistics. So statistics doesn't study the qualitative aspects of the problem. Statistics always helps to indicate the quantitative aspect, the numerical value of the numerical value, numerical term, numerical data of the problem. So that's why it does not study, does not include the qualitative aspect. So this is the limitations of the statistics. Okay, so now going to the second point, statistics doesn't study the individual statistical laws are true only on an average. 1 minute. So statistics, it does not study the individuals uh, statistical laws are true only on an average because the results are affected by a large number of causes. So statistics doesn't study the individual. So always statistics studies on the average, on the group of individuals. So that is the basic limitations of the statistics. And now going to the third one, statistics can be manipulated according to the one's own interest, and such manipulated results can mislead the community. Uh, Basically, it focuses on the average. It focuses on the group of the individuals, doesn't study the individual thing. So that's why statistics can be manipulated, and obviously the manipulation result can mislead the community also, and this is the one of the most important limitations of the statistics. And now going to the next limitation. So statistical results lack mathematical accuracy also. Basically it doesn't study the individual. Okay, so now going to the last one, the statistical results drawn from the statistical analysis are normally approximate. Okay, because it focuses on the average thing, it studies on the average of the uh, data, average on the quantitative data, numerical values and whatever. So as the statistical analysis is based on the observation of the mass data, large number of data, so that's why number of inaccuracies may be present and it is difficult to rectify them. So it has mathematical inaccuracy, it has number of inaccuracy, so that's why uh, statistics can be manipulated. I think this is clear. So that is manipulated, and manipulated thing can mislead the community. So I think the limitations of the statistics is clear to everyone. So now move on the next question. So name the stages of statistical study and the statistical tools for presentation of data. So there are 5 stages, and which is also and also a most important thing of the statistics, and we have already discussed that portion briefly in my previous sessions. And please, if you have any problem, so please go and check my previous lesson. Okay, so now move on the answer. So the first stage is of the statistical study, so that is the collection of the data. So first stage, that is collection of data. So it refers to gather some statistical facts, some numerical facts by different methods. Okay, now going to the second stage. This is the organization of data. So in this stage, the organized data are presented in the form of graphs, diagrams and table. So in this stage, the data are organized. And now going to the presentation of data. So obviously, in this stage, the data is presented to all of you. Okay, so now going to the fourth stage, that is the analysis of data. So obviously, in this stage the data is analyzed by the statistician. Okay, and now going to the last one, after analysis of data, data interpretation is must. Numerical data interpretation is must. Okay, for declaring the statistical results of any research of any problem. Okay, so I think this is clear. There are five stages of statistical study. First one is collection, second one is organization, third one is presentations, fourth one is analysis, and fifth one is the interpretation of data. So I think this is clear to everyone. So if you have missed my previous session on this topic, please go and check, and we have already attached this previous session link in my description box and in my first comment. Okay, so here I have not discussed the topics in detail because in my channel each and every topic is very well discussed. If any of you are missing, then please go and check my first comment and my description box. So I will come live. So we are done for the today's session. Here I haven't discussed the topic in detail because in my channel each and every topic is very well discussed. If any of you are missing, then please go and check my first comment and my description box. Okay, so I will come again with a new session. So if you like my video, so please don't forget to like, share, comment, and please do some support and subscribe to my channel for getting another new session. Okay, so keep commenting. Thank you all. Happy learning.